back to Indonesia. So tell us, what do you remember from the stories your grandparents told about Indonesia?
My grandpa always used to talk a lot about that. He just passed away last month.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, thank you. But no, he talked about it a lot also. And when he was born in 1939, Indonesia was also occupied by Japan at that time. So my grandfather also grew up in an orphanage, and I think he stayed around 10 years in an orphanage. So he told me some stories about that and how difficult it was for him to create something for himself. He really came from nothing, and then eventually he created a life for him and my grandma in Indonesia. And then also my aunt was born there, and then they decided to come to Holland. So it was really amazing to hear what he did for us. And he always said, like, yeah, I don't need anything else, like, especially now in the last year where I was earning also a little bit more than, of course, before. And I want to give back to them. Like, if you want to do something, go somewhere, just let me know and stuff. But for them was like, no, this is good enough for us. We can see our children and our grandchildren having a good and living in a good way. So yeah, for him and for them, their life was like complete almost.
Do you remember his first reaction when you said the national team of Indonesia?
Yeah, I was really proud, of course, and he was telling stories about, when I was younger, I also went to watch there, but yeah, I didn't have any money, so I just climbed over the wall and stuff.
Oh, that's amazing.
They're a little bit more strict now.
A little bit more strict, now. Yeah. From which part are they?
My grandma from Jakarta and my grandpa from Semarang.
I think it's
so nice, the stories.
Yeah.
To have them. Yeah.
I think my grandparents came also. Your grandparents, I think they're all similar, and I think what what Tom and I were discussing before is that we feel really proud that we have a connection with Indonesia. I think we discussed it over the last couple of weeks in the podcast, but I think I don't know, it's difficult to explain also sometimes why the connection is so special, but it really feels from inside that you can say, okay, I'm half Indonesian. I don't know. It adds something to your life.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. Especially because, like what you're saying, like our grandparents, they came from there.
Yeah.
No, it's your family. Your roots are there. So, yeah, I think a lot of times